Hello everyone, welcome to Mon Spirituality. So today's reading we're going to look into what do people notice about you but won't say. There are three pals over here. We have pal 1, 2 and 3. So please take a moment, meditate on these images and use your intuition to choose the pal. You could also pause the video to meditate on them. And when you're ready, we'll begin with the first pal. Welcome, Pile 1. It's an honor for me to do a reading for you today. Today's reading, we're going to look into what do people notice about you but won't say. Before starting, Pile 1, if any of you are interested in a personal reading, you'd like to learn tarot cards, you can find the details in the description below. You could also join my Patreon page where you'll have access to exclusive 18 plus readings, and over time, more content will be added on. So let me now invite your guardian angel spirit guides to please come through me. Please speak to me. Please guide and tell me, what do people notice about pile 1 but won't say? What do people notice about pile 1 but won't say? Right, I have 4 decks today. So I'll be shuffling the cards from different decks. Pile 1, if you like to shuffle the shuffling, you could do that. Okay. Right. Pile 1, what do people notice about you but won't say? And to last. Okay. So we have here image number 20. Hermit. Page of Cups. Destiny. Man holding a heart. And perseverance. Okay, let me just move this card a little bit. Getting a very, very lovely energy actually for you, pile 1. I must say that. And perseverance. Okay. Let me tune into the energy here. Angels, please guide and tell me, what do people think about pile 1 but won't say? Okay, so people see a very spiritual side towards you. They see you as someone here who's very just, who's very honest. With this card here, image number 20, they could find a lot of you to be either very religious or very spiritual. If you don't agree with this, pile 1, if you consider you don't consider yourself either religious or spiritual here, it could be where they feel that's the type of person you are actually. You are actually a very spiritual individual who has those qualities. But I do absolutely feel that a lot of you actually might be this, and this is how they see you. And especially here we have next to the Hermit card. The Hermit card is also a very spiritual card. It's an old soul here. So people do notice this side to you. They notice this, that you are on this spectrum where you understand life, you understand things, you understand people on a completely different level here. You look at people from a soul perspective rather than looking at them from, whether they're rich or they're poor, or you're not looking at people from a materialistic or the physical point of view. You kind of look at things from beyond, where they find it a bit difficult to look at. Okay, and it's like they feel your intuition as well is quite strong. You might not know the full picture of someone, and yet um, you would understand things. So you grasp things very quickly as well. And this side of yours, they kind of linked towards your spirituality. Okay. Interestingly, I feel that the reason people do not tell you this, because a lot of people are actually not like you. A lot of people, so this is what people notice about you but won't say, right? So they are more practical themselves, and hence they are unable to say this, because if they say about the side of yours, that kind of will make it feel that they do believe in all these things. Hence, a lot of them would hesitate to tell you what they're observing or what they're noticing about you. They do see a very they do see you as someone very matured, okay, very matured for your age. So no matter what your age is, um, you come across as someone here who knows things quite a lot. So it's an old soul type of feeling. I don't think you act immature. You understand people so deeply, and basically that's a lot what we link maturity to. We link maturity to how much are we able to comprehend or put ourselves in someone else's shoes. That also is a great sense of maturity. Now with the Page of Cups, I am seeing a sense of flirtatiousness. Okay, so maybe the way you talk or the way you look, there is something about you that kind of gets a lot of attention from the opposite sex here. Okay, and this is something that they notice, like you're probably maybe the opposite sex are more attracted towards you, or you're quite friendly towards them, or it's just a way that might not be your intention at all, but that's how it comes across. Okay, so they do feel like you have a better bond or a better kind of relationship here with the opposite sex. Now with the Destiny card here, it seems like you could come across as someone who believes a lot in karma, and hence why you kind of try to do things that are right. So they see you as someone who is very, very honest, who would also accept their mistakes. And again, this is something which, Pawan, many people do not have the courage to do here. So whether you've done something good or something bad, um, you do not have a problem in accepting it. So you do come across as a very honest person. Sometimes places where the honesty could also pay a price for being that honest, okay? But you do not worry about that, because you know that if not in this world, in the other world, there will be consequences for it. And hence why you come across as someone to be extremely honest, whether you're doing something good or something bad, you will accept it and you will say it, okay? Next, we have your man holding a heart. So they see you as someone here who is very empathetic. Okay, I'm not seeing this a lot from the romantic perspective as such. I'm seeing this as someone here who's very empathetic. Now, they feel that people can misuse this. Okay, people can manipulate you because they know that you're someone very generous. If someone would probably tell you what they're experiencing or going through, you might try to help them out, because that's the type of person you are. So they're seeing a very soft side to you, but they feel that sometimes um, other people could take advantage of the side of yours. Other people could, probably make up a fake story so that you would empathize with them and give them what they want. And that's what they think. So they feel that somewhere you are mostly all heart, and you probably should be using your practical side a bit more. Okay, because here I'm seeing a lot of emotions over here. You trust universe, you trust life here more than trusting your mind. Okay, and again here everywhere it's looking like blind faith. Okay, they feel like you have a blind faith to life, because sometimes you do land up taking risks as well, which could be big risk, but that's because you trust life, you trust universe, you trust whatever's happened is meant to happen, and you probably trust your spirit guides and angels quite a lot as well, and you know they're not going to let you down. So you have your own faith and very strong faith here. But they feel that, you probably are not using your practical or intellectual mind as much. You have the capability to, but you're choosing not to. Okay. Then they see you as someone with a lot of perseverance. They see you as someone here who is very, very hardworking, extremely hardworking. They've seen like, you have this beautiful side of yours, which is free flowing, but they also know that you work very hard. You do not take situations for granted. You do not take people here for granted. You pull in your whole heart and soul. So because you're a hard person here, as how people see you, Hence, for example, if you have a task to be completed, you would not mind putting in more hours as long as you complete the task, because for you, that's what honesty means, is to complete the task. Not someone for whom there is a deadline of 1 hour and they will finish it in 1 hour. They'll either keep the task for the next day, or they will say, that's it, I'm done. This is the time you've given me. If you want me to do more work, pay me more. So those are the people who are misusing it, or who are using their intellectual, practical side to earn more money. Okay. But for you, it's not like that. They see you, that sense, as someone very hardworking. But they feel for you, Palwan, that, you do, because you're all heart here, you are losing opportunities in life to gain more financial abundance. Okay. They feel that if you would use your practical side more, and if you would not be this emotional or this spiritual, they feel like you could gain a lot more material wealth. Okay, so it's only for you to become a bit more practical. That's how people see you as. All right, Pawan, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. If you like a personal reading, you'd like to learn tarot course, or if you'd like to join my Patreon page, you can find all the details in the description below. And I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Goodbye. Welcome, Pal 2. It's an honor for me to do a reading for you today. For today's reading, we're going to look into what do people notice about you but won't say. So before starting Pal 2, if any of you interested in a personal reading or you'd like to learn tarot course, you can find the details in the description below. You could also join my Patreon page, where you'll have access to exclusive 18+ readings, and with time, more content will be added on. Okay, so let me now invite your guardian angel, spirit guides to please come through me, please speak through me, please guide and tell me, what do people notice about Pal 2 but won't say, please? What do people notice about Pal 2 but won't say? What do people notice about Pal 2 but won't say? People, yep. Shuffle you properly. What do people notice about you but won't say? And I have one more deck left. People notice about you. I'll take that, but won't say. Okay. Right, Pile 2. So we have your prayer. Just get up. Image number 11. Right here. 5 of Cups. Perfection. Ace of Pentacles. And Broken Heart. Okay. Just tune into the energy here, Pile 2. So, I'm going to start with the Broken Heart and 5 of Cups here first, because it does feel like people notice this about you, Pile 2. People notice that you could be smiling, right, whenever you meet people, but you do get the sense that you've experienced through a heartbreak in life, and this does not necessarily need to be anything romantic. This could just be something major situation that's happened in your life. Yes, you could have had breakup, you could have had a divorce, you could have had narcissistic people around you, you could have lost a near and dear one. So there could be so many things here, but I feel like you've been through a lot in life, but you've worked very well in trying to heal it. Okay, so they feel that you have probably healed a major thing that's happened in your life. Okay, that's what they feel. But they do feel with the 5 of Cups that probably sometimes you're not able to count your blessings. Okay, and it could be where they notice that maybe you've spoken about something that you've lost in your life, but they feel like you still have something to be very grateful and very thankful about. And they wish that you could see that, you know. So you're healing quite a lot, but they feel like that you still have some things in your life for which you can be extremely grateful for. Because Paltu, I must say, they look at you as a perfect person. Okay, they feel like you look very gorgeous, and a lot of them feel like they wish they could look like you. Okay, so there is, in fact, I'm seeing a sense of jealousy over here for some people, right? Because they feel you're perfect. You could be looking very beautiful. You know, maybe some of you have beautiful hair, beautiful skin. You've got a beautiful character, nature, personality, intelligence. So there's so many things out there where some of them probably they're lacking in that life, but they see that within you. So they feel that you're perfect. So for example, another person has a low self-esteem. They look at you so beautiful and wish they could look at you. Another person might not be that intelligent. When they look at you, they wish you have everything going on for you because you have those intelligence. So what is lacking in one person? When they look at you, they feel you already have those qualities within you here, and hence they feel you are perfect. They feel like whatever task you do it with all your heart and soul. You do it so well. Right, I'd like to apologize, pal, too, because I got a call in between and that disconnected the video. But anyways, right. So I was talking about your perfection. Let me try to adjust this a bit so you can see all. Okay, that's great. So yeah, so they feel like whatever task you have in hand, you complete it and you kind of achieve above and beyond. Okay, that's how they actually see you. They see you like any task that's been allocated to you without fail, it will be done brilliantly. And that's how they're seeing you as well. They do get a feeling that, you know, maybe somewhere when it comes to love or relationships here, that's they feel like maybe you're not as happy. Okay, so there is a sense where maybe you've loved someone in the past quite passionately and it didn't work out, or the current relationship you are in, you're not particularly happy, but there is something here they sense when it comes to your relationships here that could be bothering you, they feel. Now, pile two, the Ace of Pentacles. Uh, People do think that you do have a lot of wealth. Okay, even with here, I am seeing a lot of abundance here within this person. So, regardless of your current financial situation, that's what people think about you. So maybe for some of you, you might not feel that, but that's how people see you. It could be the way you look after yourself, the way you dress up. It could be for some of you, maybe it's just the way you know, you carry yourself with so much confidence that itself would speak a lot of wealth here. But you do feel that either you are very wealthy, your partner is wealthy, or you have wealthy family background. Okay, but there is something about wealth that is related to you, and this is something which, so they feel like, okay, if anything else, even if this person not happy in their connection relationship, at least they have good money with them. You know, sometimes money can buy happiness according to them. So that's what is going on in their mind. So they feel, hence why they feel like everything is not so bad in your life. For example, even if you have if you don't have money, you have good relationship, they'll be like, at least that person has a good relationship in their life. So they feel you more lucky than how you look at yourself. Okay, and yeah, that's what I'm sensing for you. See here with the prayer, it's like, you know, um and with the lemonade and water over there, so it feels like they feel your life is more luxurious than theirs. They feel your life is more fun than theirs. Hence I'm feeling kind of more jealousy here from these people around here who are not actually telling you what they feel, who notice these things about you but won't tell you how they feel. Because those people who would actually tell you what they're feeling, pal, too, are those who actually think well about you, who mean a lot for you. And these people here who are noticing things but not telling you, and maybe they're just putting a mask out there in front of you, are those who are actually jealous. So I'm getting this more jealousy feeling for you. I'm going to pick up 2 more cards for you, pile 2, to see what else do people notice about you but won't say. See, 5 of Swords, Queen of Cups. Okay. See, it is a sense of, I do feel like there is a sense of definitely jealousy. And they feel with the Queen of Cups that you're not very open about your life. Okay. Queen of Cups can be a card of a little secretive emotions out there. So they feel like all your emotions, you usually keep it hidden. You're not very, you're more of an introvert, and you wouldn't really tell people what is exactly going on in your life. They are aware that there are many battles you're fighting and going through. So they know there is so much you're experiencing in your life, but you are always out there with a smile. So you don't really show people what, or you don't really tell people here what is actually happening here in your life. Okay, so just bear in mind that those people who actually want to know more, who are asking you questions, are those people who actually care for you, pal, too. And those people who would just notice things and just brush it off the carpet or don't really talk about it are those that could be slightly jealous, thinking that your life is actually quite perfect in its own way. All right, pal 2, I hope you resonated with this reading. If you did, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. If you like a personal reading, you'd like to learn tarot cards, or if you'd like to join my Patreon page, you can find all the details in the description below. And I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Goodbye. Welcome, pal 3. It's an honor for me to do a reading for you today. So today's reading, we're going to look into what do people think about you but won't say. Before starting, pal 3, and if you're interested in a personal reading, you'd like to learn tarot cards, you can find the details in the description below. You can also join my Patreon page where you'll have access to exclusive 18+ readings, and with time, much more content will be added on. Okay, so let me now invite your guardian angel spirit guides to please come to me, please speak to me, please guide and tell me, what do people notice about pal 3 but won't say? What do people notice about pal 3 but won't say? People notice about pal 3 but won't say, please. And I have one more deck. People notice about pal 3 but won't say. Okay. Right, pile 3. So what do we have here for you? We have image number 10. Okay. Door to romance. 10 of Swords. 7 of Swords. Facade. And a creation. Okay, I'll just tune into the energy here, pile 3. Right. So, pile 3. People see you quite a lot as a leader, actually, right? And they notice this leadership quality within you. Now, what they notice as well is how intelligent you are, how smart you are. And I don't think many people would actually tell you this or give you credit for this, but this is something what they're quietly thinking about. Okay, they see you as someone extremely intelligent. Okay, like they would want to come to you for advice. They would want to understand what are your thoughts, or what do you think about a certain situation here. And they really admire and respect your intellectual understanding and your point of view here, which is very important. You kind of have like a very far vision, and you have a very good logic about things. So they really, really admire your brains, your mind, and they see you as someone who has a wealth of knowledge here. Now, they see a potential in you, Padri, to go very far in life, to achieve so much in life. And they feel now, the thing is with this is some of them could feel threatened, especially if these are people in your workplace here, or even if you're studying, they could feel very threatened by your presence. They feel like you could do a 10 man's job. You could do what they are doing very easily here. So a lot of them do not at work, I feel, okay, or in studies here, they find it difficult to trust because they feel that you could easily take their place, right? So there is this fear within them, or they kind of see you as a competition or as a threat. And this could be either people, even people who are below you in designation could feel that, there is a sense of threat out there when it comes to you. Also, someone who is very.
Right, pile three, apologies for that. I don't know why today I've been getting so many phone calls. I got interrupted in pile two as well, but I'm not going to give up. I'm going to persevere and complete this reading. Okay, so as I said, they see you as a competition. Now they see you also as someone. Um, what they notice about you is a sense of seriousness. Okay, you take your work very seriously here, and any task that you do, you are very, very serious about it, and you don't take it very lightly. You don't take anything for granted. I feel that some people could actually have a fear when it comes to you because you could come across as someone very intimidating. Now, this is what people notice about you, Paltry. But the thing is, though, this is your external persona. Internally, you are complete opposite. Okay, internally, you are all heart and you've got such a beautiful soul. And very few people get to see the side of yours. But once they do see the side of yours, I feel like um, some people land up falling in love with you. Okay, because they see there's such a beautiful, interesting mix that you have out there where you have the serious look outside, but deep inside you are so romantic, you're so kind, you're so generous. So yeah, it's not surprising that that happens. And people notice that, you know, um, they notice other people get attracted towards you. And it becomes like, and it's a very secret type of thing. So it's not something where openly someone would say, "Oh, Paltry, you look beautiful, you look gorgeous." No, it's not that. It's secretly there could be some people who truly admire who you are, and it is people from all age groups. It could be where depending on your age, of course, what you are. There could be and again, let me remove the romantic factor here, okay? Because generally, I do feel that you have some people who really, really admire you, who really like you, Paltry, for who you are. And they could be from any of your family members, your relatives, some of your friends out there who truly think you're an amazing person here. And interestingly, that's when, and they are those people to whom you've opened your heart up who have who know who you truly are. Because there are a lot of people out there who are seeing only this and thinking that this is you, Paltry. But those people who've seen you open your heart up, who knows you for who you truly are, Paltry, they really admire you a lot as a person. Okay, they really do. Now, people also notice that once you decide on something here, you will definitely create it. There's a sense of creation out there within you. But you have a very entrepreneurial energy around you. It's a very, it's a strong leadership quality that you have within you. And so they feel like you have this magic about you that you can create whatever you want. Possible for some of you, you could have created some side hustles as well. That also is a sense of creation. It's something that you have done it independently here. So they see you as a strong-willed person who has done so much here on their own. You've not given up, you've continued in life, and you've gone on and on and on. and nothing has stopped you. Now, I need to clarify here for the Seven of Swords because I'm getting two meanings out of it. Angels, please guide and tell me why is the Seven of Swords here, please. Okay, we have the wow, we have the Seven of Wands and the Hanged Man. Okay, so some of them partly notice that um, take how it resonates. Okay, you could be in some particular situation where you're not really happy with, and they feel like you could be stuck somewhere. You could be stuck in some sort of cycle in life, right? So I'll give an example. I'll give an example. If you're at a workplace, you could be in the same position for a long time. If you are in a connection, you could be in a connection that's not very healthy out there. So there is something out there um, where you've been in a particular cycle since a long time, and they feel like you're probably trying to come out from that and do something that is much better for yourself. Or they feel that where probably in a particular situation you are, that is not really healthy for you, that's not really good for you. And they are seeing that the doors are open for you. And they probably wish for you to grasp that opportunity to take that and to move away from that particular situation and create something good here for yourself in your life. Okay, because everywhere here I see doors opening for you. So people do notice in a different way as well that there are a lot of opportunities for you in life. You probably um, come a long way actually, come a really long way here. And some people feel as well that you have used opportunities quite well. And maybe if they've seen your past to your present here, they notice that you've come a really long way. It could have been where you've made a sorry, it could have been where you've made a lot of progress in your career or something like that here. Even in your life, you could have made a lot of progress as such. So they see that within you and they see that that's all because how intelligent you are. So they give you a lot of value to your brains, to your mind. I don't know how many of them have actually told you this up front, but that's what they think you are. They think you're a very well read, very intellectual individual. What else do people know this about how human angels? Empath, balance. You would not let everyone enter the doors of yours. You're quite selective, I'll say this, when it comes to you're quite selective when it comes to opening up your heart to certain people in your life, and you don't allow many people. You could be having a very small friend circle as well. So quite they feel that you could be quite an introvert or a little bit closed off, and you would not allow everyone and anyone to enter your safe space. Because for you, it feels like a safe space. You feel uncomfortable if someone probably even asks you two personal questions if they're not that close to you. It doesn't feel right for you. And they see that you actually have a very balanced life. You could be having a balanced situation here, exactly between head and heart over there. That's what you think is balance. I do feel, Paltry, that um, you've got a mixed blend of people in your life. Okay, you have some people who passionately admire you. You just mean so much to them, even if they're not someone who call you up very often, but they do think very fondly about you. And I'm getting a very nostalgic feeling from this. It's all love from some people, but you also have here some people who could be really haters for no reason because you are actually someone who do not interfere in someone's life. You live your own life, you're only concentrated in your growth, your personal development here. But there are people around you here who are not happy with your growth and development here. And that's because they're comparing their lives to you. And I feel here they are comparing their lives to you. They are seeing, where are you now? Where are they now? And that's what's happening. And they're not particularly happy. interestingly, it could be where they are actually doing better than you financially in life, right? But in spite of that, I feel that they're still quite jealous about where you are because you always look so content. You always look so satisfied with your life that you really cannot be bothered. You have so much going on in your own life, Palsri, that you just cannot be asked um, to care what's happening here in someone else's life, you know? So there are people out there who notice even this fact about you. But again, all these things, I don't think there's something they would tell you. But yes, people do notice all this about you. All right, Paltry, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. You can book a personal reading or you can join my Patreon page. All details are mentioned in the description below. And I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Goodbye.